We've got our last question for the night. It's a little bit outside the Digital Transformation Office prerogative, but it did have 551 votes, and it does relate to a very important communication issue for the federal government. It was put up by Karen Cook, and it focuses on transparency and accountability of the federal government. Over to you, Karen.
Hello, Malcolm.
Hi, Karen.
Okay, from your website, TO was established to make government more accessible and responsible.
Yeah.
Does that mean you will stop evading media abuse and crime with respect to Chappelle Corby and the censorship of the political and AFP corruption revealed by that case, including the proven role of the Press Council?
Well, look, Karen, you know, I know that you've got complaints about the way in which you've dealt with the Press Council, but I don't, and the government doesn't regulate the press, particularly the newspaper. There is a degree of regulation, obviously, of the broadcast media, but we don't regulate newspapers, and we're not planning to do so, or ever planning to do so. The Australian Press Council is the self-regulatory body for the print media industry. It has a set of principles which are binding on all publications. As you know, the Media Alliance, which is in the union that involves journalists among other people, has a media code, a code of ethics. Requires journalists to report and interpret news and current affairs honestly. Now, I know that you feel that there was not accurate, fair and balanced reporting in respect of Chappelle Corby, and I know you feel that when the Australian Press Council looked into it, they did not give you the right answer, or they didn't give you the answer that they should have. I think that's really about all I can say about it. It's there's nothing. I'm sorry, but the government. I'm not sorry at all. I'm sorry that you have had a bad experience, and I genuinely say that. But the government is not planning to embark on some new wave of regulation of the media.
Did you want to ask a follow-up question there? It sounds like there's an issue here around the way it's been handled in the past. Was there another question that you had around that?
Yes, I do. Mr. Turnbull, politicians and the AFP commit serious offences. Everything from perjury to suppression of primary evidence. So it's not just about the Press Council, it's about the Australian government and the cover-up of the Chappelle Corby case. We need to deal with this. We need answers.
No. I understand that, but I think this is not something for the communications minister in a regulatory way. I mean, what you've got to do is make your case. I mean, you should perhaps talk to your MP, get this this matter can be raised in Parliament. There's a number of avenues open to you, but it's not something, I don't have the levers to regulate the media, and I don't want them, other than, what we have of necessity for the broadcast media, but I certainly am not, I have got no interest in, nor should I have any interest in regulating the newspapers. We've got a competitive, vigorous media landscape, and everyone's got views as to whether the media is doing a good job or a bad job or a fair or unfair job. But I just can't. I'm sorry, I can't help you with this one. You've got to take this up yourself, and if you feel that you can get your MP to raise this matter in Parliament for you.
Malcolm, and I understand that we're talking about government being other avenues for this issue to be taken up. With the government applying some of the ideas that are coming out of the Digital Transformation Office, will it make the government more porous so that issues like this or others are able to find the right place within government in a much more effective way?
Well, one hopes so. But I mean, the thing is, you've got. I mean, with all respect to Karen, she said politicians and police have all committed perjury. Well, I imagine the politicians and the police concerned would have a different perspective on that, to say the least. So, these are allegations which there are a number of ways for them to be ventilated, but she's gone through the process with the Australian Press Council and feels aggrieved by that. But you can certainly, if you can persuade your MP or a senator to raise this in the Parliament, then that's another way of dealing with it.
Okay. Well, we might call it there.
Okay.
Well, the newsmen spill their poison ink in a well where society drinks and stains and burns and manipulates the way they speak and the way they think. They build her up like a criminal capable of gods, well, and put her down with words reserved for savages who rape and kill.